Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Software Engineer K here, and we have some big stuff. So we have the next comic confirmed. We had today's comic drop today, which was the Uncanny X-Men featuring Wanda Maximoff and Pietro. So we are gonna have Carnage this Thursday that coincides with the new Venom film. So this is big. We also have had some exclusive leaks with regards to what we can expect coming up next week, and it is absolutely insane. We have updates with Immutable X. That's exactly what we are waiting for. And we also have some pretty cool updates with the price of OMI for today. So we'll just go straight into it. Now on the Immutable X side, so Immutable X's integration is now complete. You know, they did it in levels. They have now finished off the final stage. And so what happens next is going to be interesting. Now is going to be a kind of strategy where they basically slowly kind of get users accustomed to essentially understanding how to migrate their tokens across. That's going to be kind of like one of the final stages. But first is going to be kind of, you know, the wallet registration, NFT minting, and the token migration finally. So all of this stuff they've outlined in this Medium article. You can find this on the Ecomi Medium page. But what's interesting, a lot of people did ask, is do I have to kind of manually swap my tokens? If you send your tokens to an exchange or the VeVe app, it's all done automatically. You don't need to worry about any kind of swapping. But you know, if you have it in your own kind of private wallet, then you can use a token swap site. So I've gone through multiple times how this would work. It's just essentially a smart contract. You send your tokens to that contract and it will send back, you know, the new OMI tokens on Ethereum. So they said that they are targeting, you know, their aim is to finish this by end of October, but that's kind of the aim. Obviously things do get in the way, you know, world of software development isn't smooth at all. So we'll see what happens, but it's good to see that they have finished the kind of development side of it. Now, we had the comic drop today with Uncanny X-Men. I am still in Common Club for this, but I did get a nice low mint, 972, so that's pretty good. But yeah, we pretty much were bang on with our price predictions. Very accurate, you know, we said around about 30-40 gems for the common, 110, 120 for the rare, you know, the ultra rare around about 1k, and the secret rare about 5k-ish. So yeah, we were around about, we were quite on point with those predictions. So yeah, I'd say that the Uncanny X-Men is quite fairly valued for what it is right now. So, you know, no complaints there. But we do have the next comic, which is, you know, Spider-Man number 361, and that's featuring Carnage. And we've also got the Black Venom suit Spider-Man as well, which is pretty nice. So this is going to be dropping on Thursday. I believe it's going to have the same number of mints, editions, etc. as the one today. So I would put it at a very similar price point, if not slightly higher than what we saw today, just because of the film coming out, and Spider-Man IP is pretty big as well. So yeah, pretty excited for that. Now, we did have some pretty awesome leaks. So if those who were in the VeVe voice chat, so Shadow kind of recorded this and sent this in, so I'm just going to play this for you guys.
Here in the chat on drop days. So just want to give you an idea of what's coming. There's another comic obviously this week, and then we have Frank Kozik Labbits on Saturday. There may or may not be a couple other drops mixed in the mix there. And then leading into New York Comic Con week, we'll have a total of 5 comics.
Oh my god!
In addition to some other collectibles. But I can let you know that Thursday's comic is a timely one. So
okay, so you heard it right then and there. So there's quite a lot of stuff in there. So let's just dissect it. So we have the comic for this Thursday, Amazing Spider-Man. We've already gone through that. We also have a AMA on Thursday with Frank Kozik, because one of the drops this week on Saturday is going to be Frank Kozik's Labbit Season 2. Now, we already knew that was coming. If you had been following Frank Kozik, he just decided to announce it himself kind of a few days ago. And Alex, he said something interesting. said we may also have a couple of other drops thrown into the mix this week. Now, we know that Edo is supposed to be coming within the next 2 weeks. It has to come because end of season 2 is 15th October. Edo is supposed to be releasing in season 2, so it has to be one of those. I think they may surprise drop Edo either this week or they'll wrap it up in Comic-Con. And on that point, Alex confirmed Comic-Con there will be 5 comic drops as well as collectible drops. So, you know, 5 comic drops and a couple of collectible drops, that's already 7. That's pretty much the equivalent of having a drop every single day for next week. Now think about that. The secondary market is already going crazy, you know, prices have been shooting up, we've been burning way more OMI. Imagine next week if we have the equivalent of 1 drop every single day. Just think about what that's going to do to OMI burn. We will very easily burn through 1 billion OMI next week. And I suspect that's exactly what's going to happen. If not 1 billion, we'll probably do more, and that's with OMI's price already, you know, pumped up to where it is right now. So I'm very, very excited to see what happens. But yeah, we've got the Labbits, we've got the comics, we've got the Comic-Con collectibles. It's all looking pretty good. Now, on the point of the comic itself, so the actual Spider-Man Carnage comic, as you can see, it's not too pricey. So I would have thought that, you know, the physical not being too pricey, it may result in the NFT version not seeing as, you know, high prices we've seen. But I would say for the IP and the timing and everything, we'll probably going to surpass what we saw with the Uncanny X-Men, so that is all pretty good. But we'll just have to see what the other comics are as well. Again, the comics, they've done very, very well. We have had a bit of a pullback, but, you know, overall the comics have absolutely outperformed the collectibles. So we'll just have to see if these upcoming collectibles in the next week, if they can do some justice. Now, on the point of OMI, so OMI has been doing exactly what we thought it would do. It's forming a very nice wedge. That wedge is going to continue to tighten and flatten off until we see our major push to the upside. And that's exactly what OMI's been doing for a while now. You know, we'll see some consolidation like in July, and then we'll see a pump, and then we'd see some more consolidation throughout August. We see another pump, and then in September we saw more consolidation, and then a pump straight up. And, you know, I would say for the start of August, we should see that, for the start of October, we should hopefully see that pump. Now, obviously that is dependent on Immutable X and MTL being fully delivered, but, you know, we will see a slow, steady increase regardless, just because there has been a lot more confidence restored in Ecomi OMI token, the project itself, and there has been a lot more onboarding of new users. You know, we've seen it in the app itself. You know, everything has become a lot harder to obtain, so we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm very, very excited. Lastly, do check the description below. There is a link to the OMI Homie t-shirts. We have quite a few designs. We've got the OMI Homie one, the one that I usually wear, and you can use my code K10 to get a discount as well, and all proceeds go towards supporting our giveaways and future events. So thanks so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe to support the content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.